What is going on, everybody? We got another Friday going on. Thank you so much for jumping in, whoever is able to join. Ooh, get the hat straightened out a little bit. There we go. Whew, what a week. What a week. What a weekend. There's been a lot of stuff going on, all good stuff. I feel like I'm crooked there. All good stuff, but man, it has been a week. I hope you all can hear me good. If something doesn't sound good or doesn't look good, besides just my face, just let me know, and I will try to work on that. So, hope you all are doing well. I'm excited. It's Friday. Got a busy weekend ahead of me, but a good one, if I can say that right. Get to see some family, so I'm really excited for that. I hope you all have something good coming up. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just something good, positive going on. If you do, throw it in the chat. I always love to hear about it. So I'm going to jump in. I already saw some people getting in the chat here. If I could figure out my windows here. We got Troy in here, last call with Troy, saying last call, liquid lunch raid. Thank you so much. I know I started a little bit later from when you finished. So, but either way, whether it's happening or not, I truly appreciate the gesture. Very, very nice of you to do that. Thank you. And along with Troy as well, Netters Network. How we doing? Saying last call raid. Hi, sweetie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. I love seeing that. Netter saying to Troy, hello, love of my life. I love seeing that. I love it. Yeah, thank you. And then like, share, subscribe. Yeah, if you feel like it, throw a like on there. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that if you feel like it. If not, that's cool too. Whatever works. But always appreciate any support if you are willing. So I'll just say that. Greg Brewer in here. Hey, Greg, saying, hey, all. Hope all is well. Yes, very, very good. Had a really great weekend. Maybe I'll get into that a little bit, but it was a very hot but very nice weekend. A proud papa moment, I would say, for me, for the weekend, and very busy week coming back to work. So anyway, we'll say hi to everybody, and then we'll see if we get to that. We'll see. I ramble. I go all over the place. Movie Hunter, what's going on, man? Saying afternoon, everyone. Good to see you. Unplugged, what's going on? Saying hello. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Tired but good. So I'm not going to complain one bit. It's been good. One thing I am going to do. Just hang on one second. I'm going to go off camera, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's turn my ceiling fan up a little bit. We've been having a little bit of a heat wave for our area, so whew, I hope I have everything on. I don't think I've seen anything, so hopefully I'm sounding okay. You can hear me okay, but thanks for jumping in here. Hey, Collector Movie Man, say hey, Corey. Sorry, words and pictures. Wow, intro made me jump. I had page open already. Hello, Wedding Dead. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll get into that. But that was the busyness of this last weekend. The good busyness. Sounds great. There you go, Greg. I got the hiccups. I don't have hiccups all day, and I go on a live stream, and then I can't talk. Uh, that's the way it usually works out. So, hey Holland, what's going on? Saying hey Corey, good to see you. Enigma, how are you doing? If I already had my lunch, can I still participate? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So sorry, I should have waited and have lunch with everybody in the chat. No, 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 no. I eat before I come onto this too. Maybe that's why I got the hiccups too. But nope, it's just me on a Friday. I'll eat my lunch at my desk and take a little bit later lunch. Seems like this time kind of works out. Seems like it's been working out with people being able to jump in. So, which I love. Maybe hit some people that can't do the later ones for my time, but like yourself. So thank you very much for jumping in. Good to see you. Hey Henry, what's going on? Saying, not saying, but Regari 21 saying, we were about to start watching Small Soldiers, but your notification came on rather than be watching. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Sorry, I'm keeping you from your movie. It's always fun to jump into a movie. So don't feel bad if you want to get your movie in there. So, hey, Sin, what's going on? Sin's Corner saying, hey there, Corey. Good to see you, Sin. So much hanging out with you the other night. And can't wait to hear some of your reviews coming out on a couple new movies. We'll just say that. Hey guy, Caveman is in here. Caveman Movies and More saying 15 watching, 8 likes. Yeah, if you feel like it, throw the like on there. If not, that's cool. You still can hang out. Either way, but anything you want to throw out there to kind of help us out, it's always appreciated. Hey Anthony, Anthony's Horde More saying what's up everyone? Good to see you. Unplug says we got a heat wave in the UK. It must be everywhere because I'm in smack dab almost in the middle of the states, and we got a pretty good heat wave for this time of year going on. So, yeah, sounds like a common theme. Holland said, yes, Corey, please let us know what kind of dance moves you broke out in the celebration. Maybe some splits. So Holland, there were no splits, but I can honestly say that that was the most I've danced in probably a decade or more. It was fun. I'm not a dancer. I do not have the coordination for it, but there was fun times were had. It was a good time. It was a very nice day. Gary was saying hi to Caveman. Got some highs back and forth. If I miss anybody, please throw it back out there. I don't mean to, but hey, Nikki, what's going on? Jane Doe Latte saying hello, Corey. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. All right, got the highs back and forth. I'm going to go back and forth here. Jamie, what's going on? Jamie Hart says hello. Hello, Jamie. Unplug says boo. See, that's where I fall behind. I don't know what the boo's for. Hopefully not for me. But let's see here. I love it. I always love seeing all the nice highs back and forth. Everybody hanging out, having fun. We got Chilo in here saying, what's up, Corey? Hope all is good. Happy Friday. Everything is good. I always feel bad. I was hanging out on your stream Wednesday night, and I'm 2 hours ahead of you, and I'm old. So I get tired, but I was hanging out and talking for a while, and I can't remember if I already said this already, but I've done it more than once. But I fell asleep while I was watching your stream on my phone. Nothing to do with you not being entertaining. I just was laying in bed watching your stream and conked out. Next thing I know, I wake up, stream's over. I got earbuds still in my ears, and I got to take those out. So, yeah. Unplug says, what you gonna watch over the weekend? I don't know. I'm gonna be pretty busy this weekend, so we'll have to see what I can watch. There's a new episode of Murderbot that's out today that I really want to watch sometime. I've really enjoyed that series so far. It's on, at least for us, Apple TV Plus. I've really enjoyed that one. So that is one I definitely want to get in. I know not a movie, but a show. We'll get that in. And I'll have to see on Sunday. Saturday, I'm going to be busy. I'm helping out at my dad's farm for an event they have going on. Yeah, I'm going to be sitting on a golf cart, shuttling people around for quite a bit of the day. So, but I'll have to see. You have to let me know if you got anything lined up. I will say, Unplugged, I just watched, they had an early screening a theater near us, and just went and watched F1, the new Brad Pitt, the racing movie. I had so much fun with it. It is definitely one of those great summer movies. Like, I don't know. I had a good time with it. Perfect summer movie. And Hans Zimmer, again, I was going to say he always knocks it out of the park with the scores. He was doing that one as well. It was so good. Had a really good time. So, yep, that was a fun one. I went on a tangent. Okay, here we go. Let me find where I'm at. Got some highs back and forth. Hey, Sam, saying, hey, hey. Hello, Sam. Good to see you. Sam was saying, yeah, I've got some new ones up this week. All right, cool. Well, I'll be excited to see if you have F1 coming up. Don't let my excitement sway your opinion. Like, it won't hurt. It never hurts my opinion if somebody doesn't like something as much as I do after I watch it. But not saying deep Academy Award winning movie, but I just had fun with it. And it's a longer movie. It's about 2.5 hours or so. But I felt like it clipped along pretty good. Like I didn't feel the runtime. It kept me interested. And for me anyway, it didn't drag on. So that's a good sign for me. So where are we at? Sin was saying we had a heat wave in Jersey, but today it's about 25 to 30 degrees. Oh, good for you. So that being said, I'm just checking. We're about 20 degrees cooler actually from what it was. It says 77 right now. We had been running mid 90s, and with the humidity, it was heat index above 100, but it's supposed to be pretty hot here for the next coming week. So not my kind of weather. I'm a cool weather person. So got some highs back and forth. I always love it. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much. Chilo. Yeah. That happens to me all the time, Nikki. My autocorrect, or I do voice to text all the time, and it always messes up. So no worries. But thank you for making my Friday again. This is good. This is really good. Oh, taking a breath, getting away from work for a little bit, see what everybody's doing. Holland, nice to know you hit the sprinkler on the dance floor on a hot day. I did not bust out the sprinkler. I may have busted out the shopping cart, if you know that one. I don't think I busted out the sprinkler though. No, I'm not too adventurous with my dancing, but came in, was there any chicken dancing going on or just my, honestly, I don't think there was either one. I did not dance for a while. It takes me a little working up to get to it, but I don't think sorry, I'm trying to think. I don't think there was either one of those. The DJ was very good. Played a good mix of music, and then when the mood changed and some people went up and asked for some different music, he hit it and went right for it and did a really great job. So whoever, I don't have his name. I wish I had it. I'll throw it out someday, maybe if I can figure it out. But was really good, really good, and was super nice. There was a few of us that did some speeches, and he was very, very nice coming over, explaining what was going to happen, how to handle the mic, how to use it. And that's one of those things, like with this mic too, where I got to have it closer to my face. Not everybody is used to that. And he had a similar mic. It was a wireless one, but one that, you needed to have it closer to your mouth. And he just was very nice how he laid out, like, okay, this is who's going to have it, and this is who you're going to get the mic from, and then this is who you need to give the mic to. This is how to hold the mic. This was very, very cool. No, it was good. It was good. Chilo says D says hi. She is watching Obi play street hockey. Oh, I heard that was going on. I hope all is going well. You probably can't see it through my whiskers, but right there, I got a good old scar on my chin. 1 year, long time ago, because I'm old. This would have been somewhere between 1994 and 1996, maybe. Somewhere in that range. A group of us at college decided we were going to play hockey on rollerblades, because that was all the craze in the 90s. So we were on rollerblades, had hockey sticks, had a ball for the puck. Thought it was going to be really, really cool. And I thought it was really cool until somebody swung their stick and took both of my feet from under me. And I came down on we were playing on it was an old tennis court. I came down on my chin and, yeah, later that night, I had a couple good friends take me to the emergency room to get stitches. And I think it was like 13 or 14 total, but some had to be inside because it was so deep and then somewhere on the outside. But I'm sure he'll be completely fine. Now I just probably freaked you out. But I was also a stupid college kid and we had no idea what we were doing and just like, oh, it'll be fun. Throw rollerblades on and go play some hockey. But I'm so happy for him. I love seeing the other pictures too, because I've seen him on the ice. You've had a couple pictures of their team on the ice playing hockey. It's a cool sport. I have fun watching it. I did not grow up with it, but have a lot of fun with it. So, Unplugged was saying, have you seen Predator Killer? I have not yet. If you have, let me know what you thought about it. But I have not watched that yet. Got Steve in here, just Moody saying, howdy, everyone. Good to see you, Steve. All right, let me keep on going. Enigma, long live the murder bot. I'm having fun with that series. I don't stick with a lot of series, and there's only been 2 recently. That's one of them that I actually stuck with, and I'm like anticipating the next one coming out. And not saying the other ones have been bad, but I just kind of lean towards movies more often, it seems like. So, no, very cool. Yeah. Collector Movie says, on my way to see F1 movie. Oh, I hope you have fun with it. I had a good time with it, but if you don't, that's cool. But I hope you have a fun time. I had a good time with it. Sin was saying, is this the next to last episode of Murderbot tonight? I almost think it is. I got to look, but it's got to be wrapping up soon because there's been quite a few. If so, well, you thought the previous cliffhangers were bad? Just, oh, no, come on. I love the show, and I think I was just saying to you, the only thing I don't like about it is the episodes, comparatively to other series going on now, they're short, and they usually leave it somewhere where I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty much a cliffhanger where I really want to know what's going to happen. So, I got to be close to the end of it. This has to be close to be the last episode. That's going to drive me nuts. And that being said, I hope they have a second season, and I hope it doesn't take a long time to get it out because I'll definitely love watching that. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Jim's Movie Channel saying hello, Corey, and everyone in the chat. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, doing really good. Unplugged says, I want to see F1. It was good. I had fun with it. Not saying super deep or philosophical or anything. It was just a good, like I was telling somebody, it was just a fun summer movie. You know, like one of those movies that it's like, a little bit of a spectacle, a lot going on, but it was fun and I had a good time with it. So, you'll have to let me know if you end up seeing it and what you think about it. So, highs back and forth. Enigma. Yeah, sin. Don't do this. I mean, cliffhangers, can kind of guarantee a renewal, but no, such a fun show. I hope so. It seems like I don't. What's that saying? Don't count your chickens until they're hatched. I kind of feel like that. Even when you think a series is great and it's doing well, I think I'm going to be a doubter until that second season rolls out. And I sure hope it does. I mean it in that way, but I just don't want to get my hopes up and have it not happen. So, man, got some good crowd here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I might skip by some of the highs back and forth, but if I miss anybody, say something. We got Joel in here, Dark Room Review, saying, hey, Corey, happy Friday. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing good. Chilo said, Corey, it's all good. I'm in the live and start yawning. Oh, I tell you what. Yeah, it gets to, well, I mean, like for my time, when it hits midnight, I start yawning a little bit. I'll say that. Might watch me turn into a pumpkin or something. All right, let me see where I'm at. Unplugged Daddy. Yeah, it definitely was Daddy dancing. There was no Yeah, nobody's going to be jealous of my moves, but I was having a good time. It was a fun celebration. We'll just say that. Jim, it was a Mormon wedding. No dancing allowed. No, we were dancing. It wasn't footloose. We were dancing. It was good. But like I said, I just am not a big dancer, but that's probably the most I've danced in a very, very long time. All right, where am I at? Sin was saying those are dynamic. The ones you need to have closer to your mouth. Yeah, like mine. Yeah, I like it, and I'll say this, and this is not me being mean on myself, so you don't have to say stop, Sin. But I think everybody's like this, where, or maybe not, but I don't like hearing my voice back when I re-listen to some things or edit some things. I don't edit very much though, but when I re-listen to some things, but I have liked how my voice sounds with this microphone. But like you said, it's got to be in the shot. It's got to be within like pretty close proximity of your mouth. I think a lot of these people say, I don't know if it's true, but they say like, your four fingers, like have it kind of in that area of your mouth and it will sound good. But I've really liked it. So I got it on a really good sale. And if people don't hate how it sounds, I don't see any reason. There's some cool, fancier ones that are a lot more expensive that I always get excited about, like looking at, but I don't know. It's kind of like if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of a thing. I know I talked about it before, but I did spend some money and got a nicer mic arm, which I am absolutely loving. And I'm so glad I went through my cheaper one just to kind of know what I like and don't like. So when my second one came up, this one I'm very happy with, and it should last a very, very long time. It's a pretty solid one. So I like that, which is funny. From the sale, I got my mic. The mic arm is actually, I paid more for my mic arm than my microphone. So that's kind of, I don't know, in my head, that seems weird, but I'm very happy with it. And yeah, I really, really like it. Anyway, side tangent. How we doing? Oh, we're great on time. Good. Collector Movie Man said, Corey, I have some good movies I'm getting in July. Sinners 4K Steelbook, Fallout Season 1, 4K Steelbook, Fury 4K Ultra, and digital Steelbook. Oh, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Where am I at? Steve, did they get 5 for slashing? They should have. We did not have a penalty box. It was a pickup game in college on a tennis court with no nets on it. But yes, I think I always joked about that when I was watching hockey. My son would always call it when people get sent to the sin bin. Yeah, you got sent to the sin bin for getting the penalty. You had to go get in the penalty box for a little bit. So yeah, they should have gone to the sin bin. Should have got 5 for slashing for sure. For sure. Look at that. You probably can't even see it, but especially when my hair grows a little bit longer on my chin, you can see it. But yeah, got a pretty decent scar there on the chin. But yes, they totally should have got a penalty on that one. Hey, Eli, what's going on, man? Saying what's up, Corey in chat. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. Jim, rollerbladers, hockey sticks, and college kids with Everclear is always a deadly combination. You know what? Honestly, I don't think Everclear was involved with that situation. So, I'm not saying anything else, but I don't think Everclear was involved with that, but we thought it was a great idea at the time. And then until I got knocked down and I pop up and I'm like, oh man, that was bad. And then I have like blood coming down my shirt, and a couple of the ladies that were with us were like, yeah, let's go get that looked at really quick. Man, I'm totally losing the chat. So thank you for putting up with me. I'm losing the chat a lot tonight, or today, whatever. Eli said, Creepshow 2 4K is already available for pre-order on Diabolique. I just ordered my copy. Very cool. Very cool. Unplug said Predator Killer of Killers is good. Oh, very good. I'll watch that then. It looks very interesting to me. I just have not gotten around to it. So, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Highs back and forth. K-Man said best wedding speeches in a movie. Oh, Mickey Blue Eyes with Hugh Grant from me. Analyze This with De Niro is a close second. I can't remember if it was during the wedding, but one that usually would tug at me a little bit, even before I had kids, was Father of the Bride. So that might be one I'd throw out there. Hey, Texas, what's going on? Saying, hey, Corey and everyone. Good to see you. I love this. I love it when you make it hard for me to keep up with the chat. Y'all are like, I just see like chats going out all over the place, and I love it. Sin was saying this. The series does not end on a cliffhanger, though. Not like how the episodes have been ending. I mean, oh, well, good. I'll appreciate that. I'll appreciate that because that would drive me nuts. It would drive me absolutely nuts to have a last episode and be like, oh, and I'm sure they got to like hint at or tease at some things for it, but that's good to know. I have to look and see if that's the last episode tonight or not, but I've not watched it yet, but I might not get to watch it tonight though. I got to travel tonight and I got a busy day tomorrow. So hopefully by Sunday night, I can watch that one and have a good time with it. So, where are we at? Unplug said, I've also fallen asleep watching a live stream or two due to 5 hours. Oh, absolutely. I can completely see that. I've fallen asleep and I'm at regular time, but yeah, if you're watching somebody from the States and you're that far ahead, for sure. Collector Moon Man said, hey, Corey, I wanted to recommend this TV show on Apple TV Plus called Silo. It has Rebecca Ferguson. I like her. Yeah. In it. And the third season will be coming in November of this year. And it's based off a book series. I'll have to check that out. I've heard some people talking about it before, but I have not watched that yet. I got a free trial right now going for a bit for Apple TV Plus, which I was excited for because I wanted to watch Murderbot. I'll have to check that out. I know another one that people have been recommended a lot has been Severance on that streaming service. So we'll see what I can get around to. But yeah, I've definitely heard good things about that Collector Movie Man. Dee was saying, hey, Corey, running around with Obi, but wanted to come in and say hi and hit the like. Thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. I love you. Hey, man said, hey, Collector, not complaining at all, but you promised... or you promoted Silo just the other day to Corey and Sin. Oh yeah, no worries. Believe me, live streams like this, sometimes it's weird. I get in this spot where I'm like talking, trying to read chat and do some other things and what I'm going to do next. So I never have a problem with somebody throwing out a recommendation more than once because I feel bad. Like sometimes the recommendation comes out and I hear it, but you know, like sometimes you're like moving on to the next thing or trying to read the next comment and it just doesn't register. So, yeah, never feel bad about that. Throw it back out there. I never have a problem with you recommending something more than once because there's some times where this is going on and it goes over my head because, I'm doing things and trying to read the next thing. And so, yeah, no worries on that. I appreciate you throwing the recommendation out. I always love hearing what people are getting excited about. Henry says, I have stitches on the same spot, Corey. LOL. Yeah, Scar Brothers. There you go. Get it right on the... Yeah, mine's on my left side of my chin, or my chin right there. But, yep. You can kind of see it. The hair doesn't grow there. But, yeah, that's a good spot to get a scar. Because you hit that, you just got that chin bone, and it It tears the skin right there. Not to go too graphic with it, but Steve was saying, is anyone grabbing Criterions from the Barnes and Noble? What are your favorites? Steve, I just bought 3 Criterion movies earlier today before the stream. So I bought, oh shoot, now if I can remember. Is that bad? I can't even remember what I bought. Let me get to it. I don't want to say something wrong. So I bought, there is a international movie that I heard really good things about. My friend Ryan, Movies with Ryan, was talking a lot of good things about it, but it was Drive My Car. That is one. I got 3. So that was number 1. I got the 4K of Wall-E. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember really enjoying that and wanted to check out the Criterion release of Wall-E and see what special features they threw in for that. And then I also got the 4K of Winchester 73, a Western with James Stewart, one that I got turned on to through a buddy's channel when we were doing a live stream on his Eddie's films and stuff. So, and I'm blanking on who threw that one out there as a good one, but it's one I've not seen and I really want to. So, yeah. So I got those 3: Winchester 73, Wall-E, and Drive My Car. Those are my 3 Criterion I have coming from Barnes and Noble. Sin was saying, yeah, I liked Killer of Killers 2. Gave it a good review. Oh, cool. I'll have to get to that. Saying hi to D. K-Man was saying, Steve, a few from recently, if I could talk, released Criterions I recommend are Grifters, Paper Moon, and Risky Business. Yeah, very good. Oh, my chat's not working. There we go. Sin was saying, I've seen Silo already, binged the first season and then jumped to the second season before it was released. Not as in love with the second season though. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, Scolder, what's going on? Saying hello. Today's moving along good. We still got some good time, as long as people are willing to hang out for a bit. We got some highs back and forth. Steve was saying to Caveman, I have Paper Moon, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Love the other 2. There you go. All right, saying highs. I got some new movies in. I can't remember. This is where I'm horrible. Well, I'm horrible for more than this reason, but there were some movies I got in. I know I posted them on Instagram, but I can't remember if I shared them with everybody. So I apologize if these are duplicates from what I've already shown. But maybe we'll run through some of those. Unplug. Join me at the pub tomorrow. Hey, I'd love to. I need a teleporter so I can just like jump over the pond there and hang out. But I had a lot of good times when I was in England the last time. Definitely will visit again. It's I will say, maybe we were just lucky, and it can be the same way when you come to the US, but there were some very sweet people that visited with us, shared their stories, and helped us out with some things when we were trying to figure out our way around. So even in the big city of London, there was some really, really sweet people that were super helpful and made our trip great. I'll just say that. So okay. Some movies I got in. I'm sorry if they're repeats. I don't think I've shared them on a stream. I know for sure I did it on Instagram, but if I did this and you see it again, sorry. don't hold it against me too much, but an 80s one that I always thought was fun. And I hadn't seen it forever, so we'll see how the rewatch goes and if it holds up. But I got the Blu-ray of Adventures in Babysitting. I remember being fun, or at least in my mind it was. So we will see how that goes. But Adventures in Babysitting, this one I know I will love the rewatch. I have not watched it in a long time, but I've always really enjoyed this. But when you have some people like Paul Newman and Tom Cruise in The Color of Money, very good movie. Looking forward to rewatching that one. Yes, good one. This is a movie. Sorry, I'll run through them so you're not too bored. This is a movie. This was one of the first times. I can't remember if I was in high school or college, but I was with a bunch of friends. We saw it in the theater, and this is one that it's like one of the first ones I remember in front of my friends that I'm trying to be cool around, kind of a thing. Crying during the movie. It still wrecks me when I watch it. There's a scene. Oh my gosh, there's a couple scenes, but In the Name of the Father with Daniel Day-Lewis and Emma Thompson. Uh, it's a really good movie, and I'm not too afraid to admit that I'll still cry at that one. I drive, yeah. There's some stuff in there. This one is such a feel good movie. It's one I was really late to get to, but I always really enjoyed it, but I never owned it. And I would just stream it when it would pop up on a streaming services every once in a while. But The World's Fastest Indian with Anthony Hopkins. It is, I really like it. It's such a feel good movie, based on a true story, but I don't know how loosely, but based on a true story. Very good movie. I really, really like that one. All right, I'm gonna look at the chat quick, and then I'll see if I get to the other things. What are you drinking? Diet Pepsi right now. Something different later, but I have a bit of a drive tonight to get to some other family's house. So, yep, gotta hold off on the good stuff until later tonight. But I will be pouring something later tonight. I'll be with my mom. Maybe I'll tell her to get on a live stream again with me. Maybe not. She will do it again sometime. I had so much fun hanging out with her. But Unplugged with said, I'll find some good movie deals. Or, sorry, I cannot read. I'll find you some good deals on movies when you go movie hunting. And you go, oh, that'd be awesome. Like I said, I need to bring like an empty suitcase so I can bring all of them home back with me. So hide back and forth. K-Man says, take Corey to the CEX shop. Sounds fun. Yeah, I'd do it for sure. Gizmo said, hey Gizmo, how you doing? I knew you had to bring up Jurassic World 19 again, Corey. Bring back the Manly Man movies with animatronics and stop talking about love you, Gizmo. Good to see you. I was raving actually about the first one. So there was the mystery movie night was, we got to see it early. I got to see Rebirth, the new one that came out, and not saying good, bad, otherwise, but it made me have some nostalgia for the original one when I saw that in the theater. And oh man, that one still stands up so good. The original Jurassic Park is such a good movie, such a great score, and man, the effects that they do in that, it's what it amazes me is for the year that came out, the effects that they do in that movie are better, I would say, than a lot of current movies. So that one is one of those movies. You get some of those gems that just hit on a lot of different levels, and the original Jurassic Park, I would say that for sure. As I'm choking. Whew. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm going to mute for a second. All right. We'll see if we're done with that. Papa Goss, what's going on? Saying good afternoon, Corey. Great live last night. Hope you're having a great Friday. Thank you so much. I will say that last night was so much fun hanging out with my friend Hortensia, DJ NC, talking about her streaming and her trance music, doing the DJ thing. It was so much fun. She's a sweetheart and was so cool to get to know her a little bit better and a little more of her backstory. So yeah, if you didn't see that and you have some time, go check the replay out of that live stream. She's a sweetheart, great person, so positive. It's like one of those people that you're like, I want to meet more people like you, kind of a thing. So she's good people. I'll get some highs back and forth. Sin was saying, I would love to see the original Jurassic Park on the big screen. It was so much fun. I actually saw that a couple times because I went with some friends. We had a great time. And then some other friends that didn't see it. There were some of us from the first group. And then we brought some new people that had not seen it already. And we went and saw it again. I think I saw it at least 2 times. I don't want to exaggerate, but at least 2 times in the theater, if not 3. My memory's failing me, but oh man, that was one to see in the theater. That's like when, so that's a cool thing with some of very small theater around me. I don't have a lot of options, but once in a while they bring back some older classic movies that they'll put on the big screen that are cool to check out. I would love them to, I would go see it again if they brought that out onto the big screen. So, I've had some fun ones I've been able to go out and see, that they just do a very limited re-release later on to watch them, but that would be one I'd buy a ticket for that one again in a heartbeat, which I'm hoping things would be good. Sin, I know you're really big on it, but I'm thinking about trying to head back around my mom and then my dad's place to visit with them like I did. Oh, well, now it's probably been about a month ago, but to see in IMAX the Superman movie. So, but I would love to see the original Superman, Christopher Reeves, on the big screen. That's something I've never been able to do, and I'd buy a ticket for that. If anybody's listening that has anything to say about that, I would definitely buy a ticket. Not that that means anything. Where am I at? Gizmo says, Holland, my manly man, are you doing inside your cell of barbed wire? Barbie wire? Barbed wire? Yeah, there you go, and Blake. Who wants a donut? I got 12. Just don't ask how I'm holding them. Hey, good for you. 12? Hey, I'll give you some respect for that. Don't think I'd be at 12, but hey. Keyman said, love the Fastest Indian. I just stumbled across the film when it was released on HD DVD. Still need to replace it with a Blu-ray. Likely never make it to 4K. Think, what an amazing transfer. You know, and I have not watched it on the Blu-ray yet, so I'm sure it's good. But either way, you'll get the story, you get the feels of it, and it'll be a good time. I'm going to skip that one, Gizmo, but I appreciate you joining in the chat. I just couldn't tell where you were going with that one. I didn't read the whole thing. Blake says, I remember seeing the original Jurassic Park in the cinema. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. That was a great one in the theater. Cinema, theater, whatever. But that was a great one. Gizmo says Jurassic Park in the theater was probably my biggest cinema experience in my life. Went 3 times as a kid. That's very cool. So I would have been older than you, but I went with some friends. Like I said, I know for a fact at least twice, if not 3 times, we went back to see that. Because that was also at the time, if you didn't watch it again before it was out of the theater, it could be like a year. Like literally, it could be like a year before you be able to rent it and watch it again. So Sin was saying, I would love to see Man of Steel on the big screen. I never saw that one in the theater. You know what? I actually did not either, and I would be right there with you. I'll buy a ticket right next to you. I will watch that one in a heartbeat on the big screen. I love to hear that because I know that's not. Was that? I'm trying to think of that. You're not the biggest fan of Superman, but maybe you're a fan of Henry. Which I'm not making fun of you. I don't blame you at all. I can understand that completely. But I would watch that on the big screen too. I've never seen that on the big screen, and that was one that surprised me. I just did not get out in time to watch it, but I own it and still have a fun time watching it. Oh, where am I at? Adrian says, hello there, Corey. How we doing? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good. Good to see you. Anthony was saying, seeing Pamela Anderson in Baywatch was definitely an awakening for me. Yeah. You and many other people probably, I guess. But Holland. All right, Anthony, next topic. Yep. Hey, he stole my line, Holland. I thought that was supposed to be my line. Unplugged says, I was 2 years old when 78 Superman was released. I was too. Depending on the month it came out, but if you're just going off of years. So yeah, Unplugged, we're same age then. So good, very cool. Oh, Gizmo. You got me scared here. I didn't pre-read this. Yes, Pam, Eric, and Yasmin in Baywatch is on a lot of. Yeah, there was some. Yes. Hey, Corey. Hey, Hortensia. How are you doing? I was just talking earlier how much fun I had hanging out with you, and people should check out the replay and make sure to click your links to check things out. So thanks for jumping in. Good to see you. You know, it's like one of those days that I'm not saying it feels like it's been going long, but I keep on looking about the clock and thinking I'm going to be in trouble. Like I need to get back to work, but we're still doing pretty good. So there we go. I'm not going to complain about that. Sin was saying, yeah, I'm not the biggest Superman fan, but I love Snyder's interpretation of the character. It made him more interesting and complex, and Cavill was the perfect Superman by far. As I have hiccups again. Yep. Sorry. I tell you what, I have not one problem in a day until I decide to do a live stream, and then I can't talk. It's like hiccup in your ear. Sorry about that. Anyway, moving on. Where am I at? As you saying, what's up to Hortensia? Sorry, I'm trying to say it right. Jim was saying, seeing Logan's Run in 1976 as a 9-year-old definitely changed my life. Jenny, is it Agatar? Was the first woman I saw naked and wasn't named Mom. Oh my gosh. I didn't read all the way through that. It's funny when yeah. Anyway, you made me laugh. I'm trying to think of the first movie I was like, oh my gosh, what am I watching? Oh, I have to think about that one. Yeah. I think there was a couple of my parents rented, and all of a sudden they were like, oh, didn't know this was in there. And they stopped the movie. But where am I? Thank you again, everybody hanging out. I'm gonna skip Holland's, but K-Man was saying I was able to see Superman when it came out in the 70s, but not certain if it was 77 or 78 because they used re-release popular movies. They used to re-release popular movies back in the day before cable streaming. Yeah, I could see that. Either way, that's cool if you got to see that on the big screen. I got them all choked up with the Superman pose. Yeah, exactly. I just didn't know what to say. I couldn't talk. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Gizmo saying IKEA is a thing. You should bring your miss. What? Gizmo. I love you, but I gotta read your. I don't even know what you were saying yet. I got. Oh gosh, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Hortensia saying hi to Scolder. Adrian was saying my first film I saw in the cinema was Superman. I was 8. Oh, very cool. That would be. I did not get to see that in the cinema. That would be one I would, if they re-release that. I don't care what day of the week it is. I'm buying a ticket to see that on the big screen for sure. Hold on, I skipped the chat there. Unbug said I had a fight with Superman, and the loser had to wear their underwear on the outside. Yeah, hey, you know what? Rules are rules. You got to do that. Unplugged was saying my birthday is. Oh, congratulations! Next month, so July. Very good. Well, happy early birthday. Let me know when it's coming up. So if you get on one of these streams, maybe we'll sing happy birthday to you. I have a horrible singing voice, but I would do it. Adrian said, I remember seeing The Black Hole the year after Superman. Yeah. I never saw that in the theater either, but The Black Hole when I was a kid scared me watching that at home on VHS. There was, oh gosh, what's the robot's name? The big red. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to think of the name, but the big baddie robot in that had the spinny blades and everything. He scared me a lot when I was a kid. I liked that movie. That one didn't really do, I don't think, super well, but I always had a good time with that. Adrian said my birthday is next month too. Oh, good. July is a good month. My son and my wife's birthday are in July as well. So very, very cool. Scolder was saying I had my birthday last week. Oh, well, happy belated birthday. Hope you have a good one. Unplug says it's on the 18th. I'll be 49. I'm just ahead of you. So I am 49, but I just turned 49 this year. So yeah, we're same age. Oh, cool. It's always kind of fun to find out where everybody's at. Okay, man. I'm good. Yeah. I'll put it up. But what do you know about nipples in the Kilmer and Clooney suits? Yeah, those Batman suits always threw me off. Gizmo, I'm going to skip that one. Gizmo, I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm running on empty, a little bit of sleep for the last 2 weeks with everything that was going on, but I wish I was, but I'm not doing anything that fun right now. Maybe later after I get to my destination, but not yet. Jim was saying I'll be turning 49 for the 9th time in August. I love that. We have some friends that will do that too. Be like, oh, it's my 9th anniversary of my 49th birthday. So, oh, very cool. You're about age of my brother then. Yeah, right around there. Anthony was saying your favorite whiskey, Corey. Oh, that's a tough one because sometimes I'm fine with cheaper ones and sometimes some are a little pricey. I will say I've not had it yet, so I can't say it's my favorite one, but it was very, very sweet. My son and his now wife, for the wedding reception, they gave some gifts to the parents to say thank you for everything that we were doing. And my son got me a nice bottle of bourbon. It's called, oh gosh, what is it called? Oh, I don't have it right in front of me. I want to say like Blade and Bow. I want to say it's Blade and Bow bourbon. And he got me this really cool wood distressed box that has our initial, our last name across it. And then you open it up and it's got a really nice decanter in there with our last name, initial, and last name across there to be able to use. So I'm I'm waiting on that one. I have not broke it open yet. That was just this past weekend, but it was very, very sweet of them to get us a little gift to say thank you. So it was very appreciated. Gizmo, where are you going? Tell me. Gunda wonders, and Naked Dog wonders. We all wonder, adore. Uh, Gizmo, someday I was told I needed to take my wife to Iceland because she wants to see the northern lights. I don't know when that will happen, but I will have to let you know when we do that. I know it's a little ways away from you, but I'm gonna have to let you know if that ever comes to fruition, and I'll be pretty close to you. Gizmo saying Corey's favorite is screwball peanut butter. No, it is not. That I've had it before. It's too sweet for me. I gotta have a little edge on mine. That one's a little too sweet. That would wreck my stomach, I would say, if I drank that too much. But Caveman said, "Is it happy?" No, I don't have money for that. That's so hard to come by and pretty expensive. There's even some. It's crazy. Like before the stuff of 2020, there was a few labels that I like to get, and they were pretty reasonable price. And then after that, they seem like they're very hard to come by, and they are priced a lot higher. So yeah, the Pappy Van Winkle, nope, never had it. Probably won't. I'm not going to spend that much on it. Uh, my chat just messed up on me here. Anthony was saying Allie and I had a crap ton of Best Buy certificates, so we loaded up on candy, and Ellie bought. Oh, there you go, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe for the Switch. Very good, cool. Speak of the person, I don't want to say the other one, but hey, Ellie, saying hey everyone, happy Friday, good to see you. We have such a great group in here. Thank you. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's always so much fun to jump on here and hang out with you. So I appreciate y'all taking the time to hang out and do this. We got a great group, but I do it if there was just one of you. But it's very nice that there's more than one of you. We'll just say that. I'm losing my place, but people's chats are making me laugh. Jim was saying Corey's drink of choice is a flaming glass of testosterone. Yep, that's me, Jim. Just straight up testosterone. There we go. So Hallie. Hey Sean, what's going on? Cinephile World Order was saying, hey Wilkie. Hope everyone is. Hello to everyone in the chat. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate seeing you. Jim was saying, what's up, Sean? Looking forward to tomorrow. But yeah, I saw that it's going to be tomorrow night. I'm going to try to. I got to help out with an event at my dad's farm tomorrow, and I don't know how long it's going to last. So if I don't catch it live, I'll come back and catch the replay of that. Where am I at here? Unplugged was saying, when were you in the UK? Did you watch any British shows? So the last time I was in the UK was probably, it was before 2020. It's probably 2017. I want to say 2017 was probably when we were in there. We did go to theaters, like actual, like, wow, this is the first time I actually saw some like big production musicals. We had a really good time doing that. I did not watch any British shows, I don't believe, before that, but we had a good time, and I definitely would like to visit again and check out some different parts of the country that I have not seen before. There you go. I got the hiccups again. Kim was saying my 49th anniversary will be 9th of September. Very good. I'm going to take a sip here because I'm hiccup. Like I said, I didn't do it any coming up to this, and I won't do it again after this. But during the live stream, I will do it. Gizmo saying, "What is your favorite whiskey country, Corey?" I can't name one, and that's not copying out, but there's different kinds. So there's so many. So I'd say I love. There's a lot of different bourbon from the United States, from the States that I really like, but there are some pretty good scotches from the UK that that I really like. So I'm gonna say it's high. You can say that's not what I'm supposed to do, but I'm gonna do that. So for different reasons, they're very different tastes, very different drinks, but I enjoy both of them. And yeah, so US has some pretty good bourbon, UK some pretty darn good scotch. So it just depends what I'm in the mood for. Jim was saying time. There you go. Hey, no problem. Throw it out there, man. Your show, it's 1 p.m. Central Time. Very good. I'll try to jump in and at least say hi. I know for sure I'm going to be shuttling people around on a golf cart at that time, but I'll try to jump in and at least say hi. But K-Man was saying Makers and Woodford Reserve are my favorite. Oh yeah, both good. Yeah, I wouldn't complain about getting one of either one of them. If that makes sense. I'm gonna cough. Like I said, I won't hiccup or cough once after I end this stream, but while I'm on the stream, it's gonna happen. Got some highs. K-Man, you're kind of in that area too, aren't you? We went down one year and toured a few distilleries, and I had a lot of good time. I had a good time doing it. We did Four Roses, Wild Turkey, and Buffalo Trace. They were fun to go through, and it was fun to get samples. So there you go. Where am I at? Thank you again, man. You guys are still going strong. I can go for a little bit longer. It's Friday. It's okay. It's okay. Don't tell anybody. Adrian was saying that James from 20th and 21st Movies spent some time here in the UK and was around London. I actually did see that. I saw some Instagram posts. I thought I saw some pictures of him in London and in Paris. So that was very cool that they got to do that kind of trip. Yeah. Long haul, but some great memories I'm sure that they picked up there. Jim was saying, I'm now 62 days without nicotine. Very good. Congratulations. Unfortunately, I'm also 62 hours without THC. Hey, we all got our things. Believe me. I kind of wonder how I do, even with like caffeine. I wonder how I'd do without caffeine. Maybe I'll just do that. I gotta get through the 4th though. We're hanging out with some friends on a boat. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a month just to prove it to myself whether I can do it or not. No alcohol, no caffeine for a month. That sounds like it would suck, but maybe I'll give it a try. It's probably not bad for you to just hold off for a little bit, but yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I digress. Let's see where we're at. Gizmo saying need to leave, so you're good for now. Holland, see you around. And to everyone, as my cat always told me. So love seeing you, Gizmo. I don't know if you're still in here, but it was good to see you. Thank you very much for jumping in. Unplugged was saying, got to go by. I see you your next live stream. Thank you so much for jumping in. Always appreciate anybody jumping in and saying hey and hanging out. So thank you very much. Eli was saying Stag Jr. Batch 16 and Elmer T. Lee are fire. So I've never had Elmer T. No. Okay, that's a lie. So in my house, I did own a bottle of Stag Jr. And I know it's different each time, but man, that stuff is fire. Whew. That's some high proof right there. That Stag Jr. I had anyway, and I'm sure all of them are that way. It was high proof. Good stuff though. Elmer T. Lee. I've never had a bottle of that in my house, but I was at a whiskey bar where I bought a drink of it and I enjoyed it. So very good. But yeah, again, more of the Buffalo Trace Distillery, and it's crazy how there's so many labels off of that are so hard to come by now. So like Stag Junior, Elmer T. Lee, Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, Blanton's. There's like so many of those that you just used to see sitting on the shelf at a relatively reasonable price. And then now, at least around where I'm at, it's hard to see them on the shelf. But yeah, both those very good. Eli, I'm right there with you, man. We got Larry in here. Horror Cat Dad saying, "Hey, Corey and gang, good to see you." Larry was saying, "Oh man, Four Roses is delicious." Oh yeah, and they have a couple different, I don't know, varieties or bottlings of them, but the single barrel is really good. What was the one I just tried? It was like a single select or something. Very good, but I like Four Roses. But it's kind of crazy how different distilleries kind of get a taste profile. And I'm not saying blindfolded, I could always name them all out, but man, some of them you taste that and you're like, oh yeah, that's Four Roses, or oh, that's Buffalo Trace, or oh, yep, that's Wild Turkey. Or, but yeah, Four Roses, that's some good stuff in my book for sure. Eli was saying Four Roses single barrel is great. Absolutely, I'm right there with you. Good stuff. Nikki was saying we have a moonshine distillery not far from here. You can't just pop in and buy shine, but if you pay for the tour in the facility, you get a gifted a bottle. Oh, very cool. Very cool. There was somebody in our family that was doing some, they were, or well, I'll say was in our family, and they are a welder. Not to go on all of that, but, they were down Tennessee, Kentucky area for a long time, and they brought back some shine and a few different flavors, and that was pretty fun I'll say that when they broke that out and we were trying a few of the different flavors out of the shine, it was pretty good stuff. It was pretty good stuff. Anthony was saying, sorry if I mentioned it, Corey, but will you be loading up on some Criterion films since the Barnes and Noble sale is live? So yes, not loading up. Well, it depends what you consider loading up. I just purchased 3 before the live stream, and I think that's going to be it for me for right now. I kind of limit it because even on a sale, it's not like cheap. But I got Winchester 73, a Jimmy Stewart Western that I wanted to watch. I got crap. I just got done talking about each one of them. Now I can't even remember what I got. Wally was one of them, and crap, what was the other one? Everybody's gonna be saying it in the chat before I even say it. But Wally, Winchester 73, and Drive My Car. That was another international release I've heard a lot of good things about and wanted to see that. So, yeah, thanks, Holland. I see you just threw that in the chat. I knew somebody would throw that in there before my brain. So not only am I hiccuping, but my brain's hiccuping as well too. But yeah, so Winchester 73, Wally, and Drive My Car are the 3 that I picked up, and that will be it. Usually when those, I'll only buy them during the 50% off sales, whoever's having them. And 2 or 3 is probably the most I'll do at a time, just because, I mean, that still gets up in my book, still a decent amount. So, yep. Came out saying makers and about 100 other distillers are practically in my backyard. Oh, very cool. Yeah. Yeah, we had fun going through that. Jim, I swear to God, Anthony, every time Criterion has a sale, I'm freaking broke. It's tough to do. And I there was a couple earlier ones when I first figured out who they were because I'll admit I was kind of later to the game to it. I would do the same thing, but now I usually 2 to 3 is the most I'll do during a sale, which is nice with theirs is that there's not like, or at least that I don't know of, there's not like a limited slip that you won't get, or, you know, something of like, if you don't buy it right now, you're not going to miss out on it. So, um, that helps me hold back a little bit. But yeah, I got 3 this time around. Usually 2 or 3 are the most anymore that I'll do. Sean was saying, Jim, I just started quitting the nicotine patches, if I could talk. 1 cigarette a day right now. There you go. Yeah, we all got our thing, man. We all got our thing. Eli says, yeah, Mama Gigolo, is it the old Smoky Distillery? Oh, we got actually some stuff from there a couple times that we were down in that area. So there's some good stuff. Hey, Bonnie, how you doing? Mama Blu-ray in here saying hi. I hope you're still in here. I know I'm probably behind on the chat, but thanks for jumping in and saying hi. I hope you're having a great Friday. I hope you have a great weekend ahead of you and a couple good movies, a couple or a few, whatever, some movies in front of you. So hope you're doing well. Okay, man, said Anthony, we just covered what he picked up. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I go for a while and talk a bunch of crap, and not everybody's in for the whole time. But yeah, I never mind repeating myself because I don't expect people to hang out for the full time because I'm going for a while. I'll probably have to wrap up here pretty soon, but we get a good crowd like this. It's hard to say bye to friends and go back to work. Anthony was asking Jim if he was picking up. Sean, but I'm still THC till I'm dead. There you go. Eli was saying, LOL, yeah, Stag Jr. is 130. Yeah. The first time I ever had that. So I did have 2 bottles of it at home at one time over the years. But the first time I ever had it was at a whiskey bar. I think when we went to Tennessee, and I'd never had it before, and I got it neat. And I took a sip of that, and I was like, whew, whew. It's the first time I ever done it at a bar where I asked for it afterwards. And I think they even made fun of me, but I asked if I could have a rock in it, you know, put a little ice in there. It was stout. It was pretty stout. And we had more to do that night. So, I can usually handle quite a bit, but yeah, when you get to, yeah, like you said right there, 130 proof, I threw a little rock in there to water it out, water it out a little bit. It was pretty stout to me. I have Blanton's and Blanton's Gold. All right, very cool. I was actually looking up the year 2020 before something threw off our plans. We were actually supposed to go to Germany, and there was a place we were going to be staying at that sold different whiskey, alcohols, things like that, and they had Blanton's Gold there. And I had it all set up that I was going to buy it when we went over there, but then some weird events. I don't know if you heard of it or not, but some events happened and our flights were canceled, our hotels were canceled, and we did not go there. And so I've never had Blanton's Gold before, but Blanton's, I've had 2 or 3 bottles of that before, and still have the little racehorse cork top. Kind of collecting all those, I guess, or the 3 I got, but. Anthony was saying, I just bought No Country for Old Men on 4K. Allie got The Shape of Water on 4K and the Royal Tannenbaums and on Blu-ray. And she picked up, Ponyo, if I said that right, Steelbook as well. Very cool. Heard of Old Country, seen it. Shape of Water, actually. Yeah, I've seen that before too. Ponyo, I have not seen that before. So, and that was where Holland was reminding me of my brain hiccup that I was having. Yep, drive my car. That was the other one. Jim was saying, unfortunately, no, I have not worked much at all. So it's Goodwill movies, more or less. I did pick up Monkey this week because though, because I love that movie. I've not watched that one yet. I'll have to check that out, especially if you're given that kind of recommendation for it. Nikki was saying yes, Eli, and one other, but don't remember the name. Hey man, hiccup remedy. Drink through a straw while you're facing the floor, standing or sitting. Works 100% of the time. Apparently I need to do it because I'm doing it again. I don't have a straw, so I might have to wait to try that. Bonnie was saying yes. Still here. Awesome. Sue took her dad to the theater right now. Oh, very cool. Hopefully it's going to a fun movie. You have to throw out what, if you don't care, you can throw out what movie they went and saw. But if not, I hope you got a fun one lined up for this weekend. Got some highs back and forth. Jim was saying, I once worked with a trio of okay. Serbians who gave me some Serbian moonshine that was at about 180 proof. There you go. Yeah, those are some of those that you can like strip paint with, or start a mower, or drink it if you wish. Yeah, I've been around a few of those. We had a good friend when I was growing up in high school, and his dad, it was pretty much moonshine, but his stuff he always made, he always called it Mystica. And he would always have different fruit in there. So there's different flavors to it, but it was Mystica was his thing, but it was pretty much moonshine. And yeah, there were some of those that, yeah, it'd burn your nose hairs out when you sniffed it. But if that's too graphic, sorry, but, but it would, you'd open that up and you're like, whoa, yeah, give me a drink. We were young and dumb, and now I'm just old and dumb. Let's see here. Where are we at? Anthony was saying, I was just looking up Winchester 73. Apparently there's the OG film from 1950 and made for TV for 67. Have you seen the remake as well, Corey? I've not seen either one of them. So there was the original movie that when I was hanging out with Eddie's Films and stuff, when we were doing our, it was our top 50s films in the group. And that's where I'm horrible. I can't remember who threw that one out, but Jimmy Stewart Western, it had my name written all over it, and I wanted to see that, and I almost bought it on Blu-ray. And then luckily I just saw, and this has been a long time ago, but I saw Criterion making the announcement in the future they were going to have their release. So I decided to wait and get that one, because usually there's some pretty good extras with it. So yep, haven't seen either one, but looking forward to it now. But Holland, what an event, Corey. Alien abduction. Yeah, no, I haven't had anything that crazy, but K-Man said, did you know you had a Funko Pop made of you before you shaved your beard? Didn't you know you had a Funko Pop made of you before you shaved your beard? No, I did not. I have that one that my good friend Jeff gave me. I absolutely love that thing. I'm going to tell you right now, I am not too afraid to say it. He freaking made me cry. I opened that sucker up. It made me cry. Got me and my dog Jax there. So it was a super sweet gesture from him. And it's totally unexpected, but yeah, it caught me so off guard. I remember opening the box and my wife and daughter are like across the room, and I don't know what expression or what sound I made, but they both were, it was like at the ending of Seven where they were just like, what's in the box? What's in the box? They were like, what are you making the big fuss about? But, it's so cool. That thing is going to be on my shelf forever. I absolutely love it. It's the coolest thing. It was a very, very nice gift from him. So I tell you what, I don't want to go back to work. I think I'm going to have to. We got Anthony saying to Jim, Goodwill is a good spot to find movies. Also, Salvation Army usually has a nice selection too. Absolutely. I buy used movies all the time. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I have some replacement cases if they're too funky to throw it in a new case, but I have no problem whatsoever buying used. You can get so many titles in for a good amount of price, but unfortunately, I'm looking at the time. I'm probably gonna wrap her up for today. Thank you so much, everybody, hanging out, whether with the long haul or a bit of it, or if you're catching the replay of this. Thank you so much. You made my Friday again. We'll see what happens this weekend. I'm going to be pretty busy, but we'll see if I pop on for giggles at some point. We'll see. Or I'll have to wait and see if anybody's doing some live streams and just jump in the chat and hang out with everybody. But that being said, love you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for hanging out. It means the world to me. That's why I do the live streams. I have so much fun doing it. Last night, great turnout too with Hortensia, and it was such a fun time. That's, I don't know, all I can ask for. So I'm going to stop repeating myself, but I will repeat myself one more time. Love you. I hope you have a great Friday. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope we all get to hang out and talk real soon. So we'll see y'all later. Bye.